Greetings and salutations, everyone. Featherhoof here, and we're back playing more Stardew Valley. Another episode of the Gamerside Chat, where, again, for those who missed it, what I'm going to do here is I'm just playing a game, a chill game that has no bosses, no high action, just a game of chill. A game that there's no ending. There's no ending. It's a game where I just do what I want and I can just talk to you guys. I don't have to worry too much about, watching things. I mean, there's some things I have to watch like the time and whatnot, but a game that I can generally chill and we can just hang out. So that's what we're gonna do, and you guys have been giving me a lot of great feedback. I mean, last episode, I'm floored with the amount of response I got to that. I thank you guys so much. That was awesome. And and not only with responding to the questions I asked, but also with game advice. Thank you for that. And some of the game advice I got was very good. First off, apparently I can turn on the TV. I wasn't even aware of that. Give me a weather report. Welcome to Kozu 5, your #1 source of weather news and entertainment. Now the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be clear and sunny all day tomorrow. So now I know that tomorrow, I can just have to, it's going to be clear, sunny, so I can do all the stuff I need to do. I don't have to worry about rain and everything else. That's something I didn't know. I was wondering why the TV was there, if it was just aesthetic or not. Actually, what else is on the TV? A fortune teller and living off the land. I don't know what those are, but I'll figure out eventually. Another thing, apparently, is I should be selling things through my case over here, apparently. Bloop, 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 bloop. Not only will it give me monies, but it will also give me experience, apparently, for those specific, activities. So I got a lot of fish, put a fish in there, I should be getting fishing experience, as well as monies. Advertisement, quote, I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. I was just about to say this! I read online that there's a way to increase your inventory space, and it's some dude's named Pierre. Yeah. Sorry, there's a tiny little bug flew in front of my face. It's now, for those watching this series in the future, it's springtime right now. Actually, going into summer, so bugs are coming out, and it's getting hotter, so I have my windows open, so bugs are finding their way in. So I need to go see if I can afford a backpack, because from now on, what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of foraging. We're going to go around and we're going to forage the hell out of the area. Like look for like grass and shrubs and trees and whatnot and forage. So I have to find Pierre's. I found Pierre's. I think I was here once in the first episode. I'd like to put red mushroom under my pillow. Please deliver sometime today. I had never even seen red mushroom, so I wasn't even open till 9. Okay, let's just do some foraging then. Let's look for some stuff. Oh, stuff. Okay. Can I get the bushes? Apparently not. But yeah, foraging, requires a lot of... I'm confused. Like I said, I'm a little confused about certain things. I'm still learning it. Like, I'm not exactly sure what foraging is. Oh, it's probably stuff like this. Just picking stuff up as I go. And apparently if I do this during the day and then I work on clearing my farm at night, this way I can just focus on, is that an axe? Yes, my axe. Pickaxe. Can I? Like, I thought that was a rock, but apparently it's not. I can focus on clearing out my farm at night, and I can make sure to have it all cleared out and nice and pretty, or as much as I can. Mine! I have a daffodil. I can have it, as much of it as filled as possible before midnight, which apparently midnight's the cutoff time. If I don't get to bed by midnight, I thought it was like 10 or 9 or something like that. But 10 is the cutoff point in which I need to be in bed. Because if I'm not in bed by midnight, the next day I take a penalty. And that's something I don't want. It's now 9. Pierre, help me out, Bo. Okay. This. 2,000! Well, I can't afford that yet. Okay, have I talked to you? Hey, you. I'm talking with my telescope this summer. Well, good for you! Nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned telescope. So, I've been thinking... Why am I... So I've been thinking about things to say in this episode. Things to talk about. And... I decided on a story. A little story that I remember... That I had way from my youth. I can't break nothing. What am I supposed to be foraging? And then daffodils. Like one of the first times I was actually just outright terrified. I mean, I was so scared. Hi there. Shop. Oh, I was wondering where you were. This is Robin's place. Figure out. I can increase the size of your house and add a kitchen. It'll cost 10,000, and you'll need to provide me with 450 pieces of wood. Ooh, Nelly. So the first time I was ever, and I mean, I'm not talking like, oh no, that movie scared me. Railroad. Is it railroad? I can't break through this. I may need a bomb or something. And I'm not talking about, being scared by watching a scary movie or anything like that. I mean legit real-world terror. Something that just scared the ever-living out of me. Okay? When I was young... Stranger, hello. Hello, Captain Caveman. Good for you. When I was young... Both my brother and I, well, one of my brothers and I both had a paper route. As cliche as that sounds. I had a paper route. Well, that was worth it. I hear cutting down trees actually gives you a lot of, foraging experience. So that's why I'm doing that. And apparently foraging is definitely one thing I want to increase and quick. Because it gives me axe proficiency so that I don't lose as much stamina when I use my axe. God, it's only noon and I've used up almost half my energy. Probably shouldn't have sold all those fish. Probably should have kept some of them. Anyway, both my brother and I had a paper route. And my mother was scared to let us both go out at the same time. So she always forced one of us to stay home. It was after school. And we would come home and my brother would go first. My younger brother would go first because he was younger. My mother didn't want him out there, later. So she let him go first and I had to stay home and watch my youngest siblings. Because by the time he would get home and I would go off on mine, then my mother or my dad would be home by then. And they could watch my siblings. I didn't have to watch my siblings. Or rather, my brother wouldn't have had to watch my siblings because they would be home. Well, my mother is upstairs, pregnant with my baby sister. She's up there. She's resting, and all of a sudden, okay, we hear this. We're living on a cul-de-sac, by the way. We just hear this loud screech, bam, bam, just and it rocked the house. Just rocked the house. Actually, no, there were three bangs. And what had happened was I ran to the dining room. In the dining room, we had this. Ooh, can I bring my tools too? That's also expensive. Jesus, everything's expensive. We had this big bay window in our dining room. Okay? So I'm out there. I run out there and I look through the bay window. Somebody who had done something wrong, a criminal of some variety, was running from the cops. And this fool came down the cul-de-sac, not really realizing it was a cul-de-sac. When he realized it, he freaked, and he turned up our driveway, because our driveway is a shared driveway. It's a driveway that's like us and the neighbors share, so it was really wide. So it looks like a road. So he comes up it, realizes it's not a road, freaks out, and decides he's going to try and do some kind of U-turn, like high-speed U-turn. Doesn't work out too well for him, because what ends up happening is he smacks into the house, bounces off the house, and into my father's car. And the car is parked right in front of a pear tree, and he wraps the whole front end of the car is wrapped around this tree. By the time I got to the window, he had began to try and run, but the cop had grabbed him and shoved him up against the what do we got here? Cindersap Forest. There's a forest. We can go in the forest. So he has him up against the house, okay? He has his face pressed right up against the house underneath the bay window, and I'm staring down at this man who's looking back up at me, and I freaked the hell out. Like, I'm already freaked out because our house just shook as if, you know, Godzilla was walking by and his tail smacked the, I'm using the wrong thing. Damn it. Well, something just ran by. What was that? I looked over at the camera. When I looked back, something... It's a froggy. Okay, I collect froggies? So he's, like I said, he's looking up at me. And I feel this surge of terror that I've never felt before, because I've never seen my 14, 13, 12-year-old brain had never witnessed this expression before. This look on a human being's face of pure, unadulterated anger, frustration, just a load of emotions I'd never witnessed before. Just emanating from this person. Wow, my farm is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Holy shit! There's a lot of room for expansion here. Wait, how do I break rocks again? Oh, pickaxe. Duh. I'll take that. So, it was... To me, I was so scared. Like I said, I'd never seen anything like that before in my life. Like, you know, everyone sees their parents mad. You know, you've done something and your parents they're not happy with you. But this was something else entirely. This was somebody who was just gone. They were just so I did not water my plants today. Ooh, that was almost very bad. He was... like I said, I don't even know how to describe the expression that was on his face. Oh, God, I keep screwing up. And that was the first time I had ever just been scared shitless. Just to the point where I could not even react. And this might sound stupid. I don't know if it's stupid or not. Actually, let's go ahead and sell these. I want to keep this stuff. It might be useful. I just want to see what be useful of these. Mix these I'm going to keep. Actually, I can make another chest, but I don't need one right now. I don't have enough things to put into another chest. Like that, like I said, this may sound like a pussy thing, you know, it's just like, really? That scared you? It did. Because, for a variety of reasons. The first reason was, my brother was out there. My brother was somewhere out there. We didn't know, like, he had just left moments before. Wrong thing again. So, we didn't know if he'd been hit by this dude, or gotten in this dude's way. We were... Oops. We were terrified for him, and this is before the days where everyone just readily had a cell phone. So, there was no way to get a hold of him. At all. We just had to hope and pray that this dude who had driven down the cul-de-sac wildly, by accident, did not find him first. Luckily, he did not. Luckily, he did not. But like I said, there was a time there where we were wondering, and there was no way to find out. All right, it's getting close to midnight. I'm gonna go sleep for the night. I leveled up foraging. Sweet. Trees sometimes drop seeds. New crafting recipe: wild seeds. Spuh. And new crafting recipe: field stack. Ooh, I can recharge some energy. Wow! Thank you, comments. Thank you ever so much. I definitely should have been doing that. Yeah, apparently, from what I hear, foraging is supposed to be giving me a lot more money, like, in the beginning stages. Yay! Okay, let's keep doing that. Let's look around town again. Let's go back to... Oh, hello! I got my stuff now. I should just go ahead and put some stuff away. Can I pluck these now? I can! Let's stick with this. 15 parsnips. To our valued JoJo Mart customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. The drilling operation is entirely legal, and the responsible stewardship of the local environment. Let's wait. So it was a drilling operation? Landslide? What are they talking about? I don't even know what they're talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and sell these parsnips, maybe? Selling them. I'm sure you guys will tell me if I did it bad. Oh, I gotta cut this down. I gotta get rid of this. Your axe isn't strong enough to break this stub. Oh, I can't break it. Okay. Let's go buy some seeds. That's what we need to do. So we can plant some more stuff. We need to keep the planting going. I'm gonna come back here and forage through there. That looks like I might have some stuff. So I run. Oh, I'm on. That's as fast as I run? Ugh. So that's... Oh, that's right, not open till 9. So I guess that's the story of the first time I was truly afraid. Like I said, that scared me so much. Like, what was the first thing that ever frightened you? What was the first thing that you can remember just outright terrifying you? Oh, there's nothing here really to forage. Damn it. The thing that, like, you look back on it now and you think to yourself that, you know, like, your childlike brain just almost could not comprehend it because it was that scary. Okay. Ooh, I got monies. Nice. So I'm gonna have raising animals. I have to build a coop. Reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. Okay, we'll use that. We'll use that as our. Well, no. We'll come back. We'll come back. It's not going anywhere. To build a coop. What else was it? Build a coop. Which how do we do? Isn't gonna say. And craft a scarecrow. All right. So we have 50 more minutes until it opens up. Let's look for some more stuff. And forge that? Is that forgeable? Because like I said before, I don't know if it was because I had like a misconception about the mindset of a criminal. Like I was afraid he was gonna kill or attack me. Or if it was because just the look on his face. I doubt he was specifically looking at me with that look. I'm sure it was more just like, can I clean this? I want to clean this debris and shit out of my town, damn it. It was more directed towards the officer who was arresting him than it was me. But Jesus, if it didn't frighten the ever-bejesus out of me. Okay, so I bought some more seeds, and we're gonna go back to the farm and plant them. 15 more. Didn't forage much this time around. I need to forage more. But I'm gonna plant these first. But yeah, after that incident happened, and my brother got home, we were just so glad he was home. At that point, that's all that matters, is that he was home. We were glad to have him back. My mother was almost incredibly resistant to allow me out to do my route, which of course she couldn't do. I had to go out there. Luckily, to this day, as I'm pretty sure you found out, I'm alive. Doesn't mean that I didn't have a car accident while I was doing my paper route. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be building a coop and a scarecrow. So let's see. Let's build a coop. Can I even build a coop yet? Let's see. Gate, fence, chest. No, I can't build anything that resembles a coop. Wait, one of the things says to get the farming to level 1. It is, and craft a scarecrow. I don't have the scarecrow recipe. I'm not seeing a scarecrow. How do I build a scarecrow? That's a little confusing. Oops. So I don't know how to build this stuff that it's talking about. That's a little irritating. A little too much so for my liking. I want to see what's in here. That's what I want to do. Ooh, I can build let's build a torch. I can make a torch and put it in there and make some light in there. That's all I needed? Sap, not rocks. Why did I think I need rocks? Alright, we made a torch. Now, are torches permanent? Will they always light the area? What's it? Oh, I can't put it on the walls or nothing? Oh. Oh, I put it on the ground. Yay! There's a torch on the ground that I can't pick back up. I didn't actually mean to put it down. Well, burn, torch, burn. There was nothing in there anyway. Yay! So what are you? Whatever this once was, it's now in ruins. Can I fix it? That's something I can do? Oh, we get more... Can I break this? No, it's another one of those ones I can't break yet. Ooh, stick! But yeah, that was just... Like, just say, I'll never forget it. It's just one of those things I will never, ever, 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 ever forget. Look at acorns now. That's new. It's like it's one of those things that's like just completely sticks with my brain even today. And I think it always will. Maple seeds. Nifty. Organize. Yay. Because like I said, that look on that dude's face. The look on his face was absolutely... Like I said, it just, to me, to little child version of me, was the scariest thing I'd ever seen. Like I said, I'd seen adults angry, but not like that. I guess it might be why I don't even, like, I don't understand crime. Like, I mean, I understand, like, desperation and everything, but it's just like... To do the things that people do that to get themselves incarcerated, it's just like, you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Why take the risk? But then again, I guess that breaks down to everybody's own individual story, you know, why people do what they do. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day foraging. That's just what I'm going to do. Both foraging and farming, like clearing out my farm. That's what I'm going to do. Or I could go back and fish a little bit, but I don't have much energy left. So I'm starting to build up a nice chunk of land. But I'm not making enough money to really, like, how would you put it? Spend on a buttload of seeds. Like, look, I'm already back down to 1,000 after buying just these 15 seeds of parsnips, the things I've already sold. I have to find a way of making more money efficiently. I usually don't play these types of games. They're not generally in my wheelhouse. So I'm sort of just figuring it out as I go along. Oh, you? What are you? I found a horseradish. Nifty. What are you? A leek. Is it leaky? Another horseradish. I will have the highest foraging, goddammit. I will. Ooh, is that an acorn? Or pine cone, not acorn. Or is that the same thing? Dude, over here. Like sometimes he like swings his axe in areas I'm not even putting my cursor on. I don't know why. Running out of energy. That's always good. And it's getting dark. So that means we're probably going to be ending this episode soon anyway. Yeah, let's start heading back to the house. It's already... You know what? We have a little bit of energy left. Let's use it to have one little fishing excursion. Let's see what kind of new fish we can find out here. Crap! I have no space for anything. So yeah, I have to go back. Okay, I'm going to sell my horseradish, my leek, and my horseradish. I'll keep the other stuff. I know it can make me... I mean, I could, like, be eating them for energy and stuff, but, I want to save that. I'm going to keep doing it this way for now, because I need to be making money, and I don't know what else I could be using them for. So, it's 10 o'clock. It's 2 hours to midnight anyway. Might as well see what... Damn it. I keep pressing the wrong button. Workouts tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Okay. So, let's take a nap. Alright! Level 1 farming! Oh, now I can craft a scarecrow. Okay, oh, basic fertilizer. What does that do? 50. Alright. Made back a lot more than I bought, so at least that's a plus. There is that. There is that. Shut up, Rooster! Nobody asked your opinion. Okay, guys, so I am going to end this episode here. Again, in the comments below, tell me the first time you can truly remember being terrified. The first thing that really scared you. And if it's the only thing you can think of, fine, but I'm not necessarily talking about the first scary movie you saw. The first thing in your life that absolutely scared you. That, you know, I can't explain it very well, but you know what I mean. So, with that, I'm ending this episode here. Guys, if you enjoyed it, please let me know with a like, comment, subscribe, share it, or you can click on the annotations for other videos I've done. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.